What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Bros and Badges, and today it's just me, Zach. I just downloaded Pokemon Champions and I am getting started. So we're diving right into the game. The mysterious creatures known as Pokemon truly are everywhere. Yada yada yada. Anyway, quick breakdown is what's going to happen in this video. I'm going to actually play the first 25 to 30 minutes of Pokemon Champions. This is going to be a great way for anybody on the fence who's not sure about the game to get to experience it and see exactly what it's about. I'm going to take you through bringing Pokemon in from Pokemon Home. I'm going to take you through the first little story section. I'm going to take you through the first couple battles. I'm even going to show you a team that I kind of built. And the best part is I'm going to do this entirely without spending money. And that means also even the Pokemon I'm bringing in from Pokemon Home, I'm not going to battle with them. I'm going to actually use my victory points, which the game gives you, to train up the Pokemon I get in the game, which I didn't spend any money on, and I was able to do immediately. Very happy about the fact that you truly can just dive into this game and start playing right away. You might notice little sections here and there where I skip cutscenes, etc. There's a lot of dialogue, and I'm skipping through some of it just so we can get to the meaty stuff. But for the most part, this is what the game looks like. You walk in, here's this little gym, etc. That's my character Milo, by the way, which I already quickly designed. You guys didn't have to see me do that. I wanted to look like a boy, but I kind of look like a girl, but that's fine, because even when I was growing up, I had long blonde hair, and everyone thought I was a girl, so it's kind of works. I go by Milo in every Pokemon game. I don't know why. That's just how I've always done it since I was a kid. I chose the name Milo. Also, this chick looks like AI generated, like, I don't know, something real derpy's going on. Tadara. Anyway, we can stop talking. Let's dive into what they're saying. Hey, because it's really important. Anyway, we've got our little Rotom phone thing here. Gonna turn into an earpiece in a sec. I believe this is Roti, a Rotom that lives inside a headset. I can tell you all sorts of truth. I skipped past that. Okay, anyway. Yeah, so anyway, he brings me into this gym, this dude, Corgi. Is that his name? I think his name's Corgi. Oh yeah, and he brings us into this gym. Yeah, Cordy. Sorry, not Corgi. He's not a dog. Well, I've never been, blah, blah. I think you can drop my Pokemon's potential. He's looking for a gym leader. He tells you he's looking for a gym leader, and yeah, to take over the gym for him. And he just trusts this random kid off the street, because that's how it works in every Pokemon game. Go Charizard, and then, you know, we've got a Venusaur. I'm feeling pretty good about this typing. In single battles, you select 3 Pokemon, yada, yada, yada. You guys know this. One at a time to do battle. Victor will go to the trainer who finds blah, blah, blah. You know, select Fight in the lower right-hand corner of the screen to be taken to the move selection screen. Once you've reached the move selection screen, select Body Slam. Why the heck would we select Body Slam? Anyway, Fight. We're gonna do what they tell us. Body Slam. Let's see what that does. I think we know what it's gonna do. It's not gonna be super effective. I'm sure this is their way of telling us this so they can tell us later what move is super effective. I could skip past this, but I do want you guys to see a little bit of the early game, just see what it looks like. Yeah, honestly, yeah, you guys should know this, but if you don't, then this is gonna be new for everybody. Next up, let's take a look at the type matchups. They're gonna teach us all about type advantages. Every Pokemon, all the moves. A grass type Pokemon will take double damage if hit with a fire type move, but a fire type Pokemon will take just half the damage if hit with a grass type move. Ooh, these differences in the effectiveness of moves is the type matchup. Blah blah yada 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 yada. Venusaur you're up against. Whatever, guys. I don't care about this. I don't know about y'all, but I skip past a lot of the text in Pokemon games at this point. It's like reading a book you've read many times before. Anyway, I go for Flamethrower. Obviously, that's gonna put Venusaur down. We did some good work there. Oh my goodness, I'm learning that fire is super effective against grass. You guys, this is incredible. Yeah, you found out here first. You defeated the grass-type Venusaur using a fire-type move. Well, you guys are reeling right now, right? This is all new stuff. We all know this. We're diving into VGC, and we have no idea what type matchups work against each other. But that's okay. Honestly, I'm not really a VGC player. I'm very new to this, but I'm not new to Pokemon. Like all this stuff, I've learned in various games. But hey, if this is your first ever Pokemon game, then you know you got all this tutorial to go through, and Pokemon loves their tutorials. When you select a Pokemon, yada yada yada, choose Meganium, have to switch into battle. Oh, look at that. Yeah, let's switch out. Here we go. Another type matchup, baby. The Pokemon look good. I'd say the designs look pretty nice. There is this weird kind of like outline of the Pokemon. I don't know if you see that on like Meganium right now. I don't know. It's got to be for mobile players, you know. I'm sure it'll look fine on mobile screens, but on my Switch 2, it doesn't look all that impressive, if I'm being honest. But it looks fine. I mean, it could be worse. It could be Scarlet and Violet. Now let's try having Meganium use Bullet Seed, a grass type move. I don't know why we're going for Bullet Seed. I mean, we've got better things. We've got Solar Beam, we got Giga Drain, but nope, we gotta use Bullet Seed. There we go. It's not gonna Oh, okay. This is the tutorial. Watch it hit. Oh, yeah, look at that. 4 times. The opposing Blastoise fainted. Yes, yes. I love crushing my opponent with sheer dumb luck. The Pokemon was hit 4 times. Let's go. You defeated Blastoise. Remember that switching in Pokemon does something, because I skipped past it. Cordy sent out Heracross. All right, whichever Pokemon has higher speed. Okay, now it's all about speed. Gotta have that speed control. So I'm sure they're gonna have a swap out. Oh, yep, there it is. Swap out for Pidgeot. Here we go. I knew Pidgeot had to be there for a reason. All right, you guys are learning all about VGC. No, they're doing a good job of like kind of teaching the basics without getting like too heady here, which I do enjoy. Again, the presentation is pretty nice. I do like overall how it looks. Like the Pokemon designs are nice. The actual battle sequences and like the actual animations are pretty cool. I feel like we're seeing a little more in the animations, the battle animations that we've seen in a minute. Pidgeot's in battle. It has higher speed. Great. Okay. Which means we're going to get to go first, even though we swapped out. Look at that. Hurricane. Watch me blow this Heracross away. Take that, Dorothy. Yeah, anyway, nice. Extremely effective. The opposing Heracross fainted. I love just crushing bug Pokemon, making them wish they'd never been born. Pidgeot's speed stat was higher than Heracross's, which is naturally why it got to attack first. Since you managed to defeat all 3 Pokemon, that means you win the battle! Woo! That's what it means to be a champion, y'all! To be a winner! No losers on this team, am I right? Imagine if I lost the tutorial. Wow, for real, that was so fast. Well, that's Grandpa for you, always going with his gut while the rest of us catch up. Hey, man, grandpas in Pokemon games, they're always giving us free things. I would assume he's probably about to hand over the keys to the gym. He thinks I'm going to be a champion. We're shipping out. Come on. Oh, actually, yeah. Sorry, I might have skipped that. He literally already just said we could run the gym. So we're in charge of the gym now. That's great. Thank you. We are Rocky. We've been passed down the keys. Hey there, Kit. How are things? This is what you guys really want to see. This is pretty cool. So this is how the ranch works. You're going to meet Kit. We've got a whole bunch of darling Pokemon ready and raring to go, just like always. And the Pokemon aren't the only ones. Glad you seem as chirpy as ever. Yada, yada, yada. Allow me to introduce someone to you, Kit. I mean, they just introduced themselves, but pleasure to meet you, Milo. Kit's the name. I'm the face of Rooster Ranch, and dang proud of it. I don't know if she actually talks like this, but I like to imagine that's how she sounds. When you're on a ranch, you gotta have a little bit of that twang, Trainers drop on to recruit them. Ain't this place just the best? Oh yeah, okay, now let's see who we get. All right, I know we're about to see some random encounters here. Now, I haven't been able to find out online if like this first batch of Pokemon that you see is the same across the board. So I'm really curious if you guys have played it yet, please let me know in the comments if you're getting different interactions, like if the Pokemon that appear here are different than what I'm about to see. I would assume it's still randomized, but then again, I wouldn't be surprised if at least early game it's like the same Pokemon. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if everybody gets a Charizard. Like Tyranitar makes sense. Yeah, anyway, this is cool though. I get to pick my Pokemon. I already have a Charizard in home, Tyranitar. I don't have an Armarouge, so that could be cool. Don't have a Palafin. I'm kind of feeling Palafin. I feel like I can make a team around that. I got a Pikachu. I can get a Pikachu. I got Lucario and ZA. I think I have a Gardevoir. Not totally sure, to be honest, but I could get one. Absol, Altaria. I don't have either of those. I don't have a Snorlax either. I know that's silly. I have a Snorlax in one of the many games I haven't switched, but not immediately. I don't know. I think I'm going to go with Palafin. I'm kind of feeling that. I love the Zero to Hero ability. That brings its base attack stat from like 130 to 4 to 160, I think, if it works the same way in here. Oh, that's cool. We get to permanently recruit, and we don't have to spend any VP, so they give us a freebie. That's nice. We like a good freebie. That's smart. Reel us in with the freebies, and then eventually hit us with the hard-earned cash. Come on back whenever you feel like recruiting more little darlings. Seems you've got the gist of how to recruit. With that locked down, let's head back down. I'm speeding through this stuff, I know you guys. But it's just because we got a lot to do. There's battles, there's places to be, there's derpy AI-generated girls at the front desk to look at. Welcome back. Did you manage to... We sure did. Turns out, towns of... Blah, blah, blah. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, guys. I can't be bothered with this text. You'll need 6 Pokemon. Okay, here we go. This is what's up. How do we get our 6? I'm really curious about this. Like, is this where... Do we have to, like, spend money now? Or, do we have to get a battle pass? What does this look like? We're about to find out. I mean, I really hope he just lends us some Pokemon. Like, is this just a rental? Or, heck, do we get to keep them? That would be ideal. Little Rotom in the corner there. To battle other trainers, you'll need to make a battle team of 6. What do you guys think Rotom sounds like? I think he's got like a really high-pitched voice, which is why I'm not going to do it because it'll just annoy the heck out of you the rest of the video. Let's go ahead and drop Palafin into the battle zone. Auto team build. Okay. Team with some auto team building. Okay, we love a good auto team build. I don't even have to think about it. It's going to do VGC for me. Look at that. And tada, you got a battle team. Try making some teams yourself once you're comfortable with how this all works. Okay. Yeah. When do I get to do that? Nicely done. Looks like we got a box and a battle team all prepped. With that, you're finally ready to get into ranked battles. A good first goal would be to graduate from beginner to Pokeball tier. The beginner tier is pretty much what it sounds like. You're a freaking noob. Alright, you'll do fine there. I know. Lay it all out on the battlefield. Just have fun. He does not sound like that. Alright, begin matchmaking. Okay, so we're getting thrust into a battle here with these Pokemon that I hardly know. So yeah, I mean, he gives us a nice little lineup. I'm hoping we get to just, like, keep these Pokemon. I mean, that's kind of what it seems like. Alright, let's see what we got. Oh, okay. So we are, we're battling ourselves. You guys, this Pokemon goes hard. They go deep. You know, this isn't just about a search for Pokemon or the quest to become the champion. It's a battle with your inner self. You know, I'm looking through my Pokemon's moves because I seriously did not take the time to see what everybody has yet. Check out their abilities. Yeah, we got Cursed Body, we got Zero to Hero. I'm really feeling like I haven't spent enough time with these Pokemon yet, so I am going to try to build my team around Palafin. I think sending Gengar and Palafin out is a good idea. Gengar's got Icy Wind, so we can kind of control the speed a little bit off the bat. This is a ranked battle. It's our first one. It's a single battle. Honestly, I don't do a lot of single battles. I do more double battles because that's kind of the scene. But this is going to be fun. I would assume this is just a computer. It's got to be a CPU because we're not really like in the game yet. But hey, I'd like to believe that I'm actually versing someone. I'm gonna send Gengar out, my girl Gengar. I'm gonna call her Gengirl. You know, once I get the ability to change the name, I'm gonna call her Gengirl. And I think me and Gengirl are going to the ends. We're going all the way to the top. I'm going to use, well, let's see, 10% chance of poisoning targets, 20% chance of lowering the target's special defense. I do like 20% better than 10%. I don't know about you math majors, but that's double. So I'm going to Shadow Ball. I feel good about it. I'm going for the attack. I'm not very defensive. You guys can let me know in the comments, like, all the bad mistakes I'm making as a VGC player. You know, let's get better together. Let's get better together. I think we can become VGC players together. Not gonna lie, me and Joe are like pretty new to the VGC scene. We know enough to get by, but yeah, this is gonna be a journey. We really are starting at the bottom, and we're gonna crawl our way to the top. Anyway, I got lost in the moves there. It was one of those things that you're replaying, so you're like, oh, I didn't expect to get hit. It's like, what did you think they were gonna do? Anyway, I took out Palafin. Kind of sad to take out Palafin. You know, it's like I'm taking out my own Pokemon. This is dark, you guys. Dark. Fighting my shadow self. Shadow boxing right here. I'm going to switch in Hydreigon. Is that how you say it? I literally want to say Hydreigon, but that does not look like how it's spelled. So I've always said Hydreigon, but for you guys, I'm going to say Hydreigon because that sounds more accurate. Beedrill going for the speed. Sharp Rise. We love that. I'm gonna fight. Let's see. Like I told you guys, I'm more of an all-out attacker, and you know, yeah, you know, we've got Bug type, super effective against Dark type. That makes sense. I should have expected that. But I feel like I've got this. You know, I go second, but my move did more. I'm a little stronger. And now I'm thinking I'm gonna swap because I don't want to see Hydreigon go just yet. And yeah, let's swap it. Let's swap a doppel. Yeah, let's go with Gengar. I told you guys, Gengirl and me are going to the top. I feel this. I feel good. I feel strong about this. Again, I love the designs. I just like Gengar when it shouts like that. You know, it's so ferocious. I feel like the ferocity alone is going to scare my opponents into just leaving. Maybe they'll just forfeit the match. I should have used Icy Wind earlier on to just, you know, set the speed, but I did not. I was, like I said, I was focused on attacking. I'm also talking right now. It's hard for me to like focus while I'm talking. Anyway, a Beedrill's Pin Missile. It's mostly ineffective. I could have told you that. All right, ineffective. Gengar use Shadow Ball because that's like my move right now, and you know, I needed a quick win. Beedrill, go fly home to your mama. Do you guys think Butterfree is like Beedrill's mom? Could that be a thing? Could that be like a cool lore drop? I'm just speaking insanity right now. Icy Wind, time I finally gained back a little bit of speed. You know, in my old age, I'm getting slow, you guys. Critical hit, nice. Speed fell, we love that. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna taunt me?
I like to be taunted. That's fine. I'll fall for your taunt
because I'm not that far from killing you. I'm just gonna go for the win, you guys. I'm doing this. I'm going all in. Icy Wind, take him out. And you know, if you survive somehow, you won't. Your speed will be even lower. But you lost it. You're gone. Dragons are not as strong as they think they are. Okay, whatever this. I don't know what Gengar is. This little. I don't know. What do you guys think Gengar is? I used to think I knew, but now I don't. Anyway, one lost. Sorry, Emma. You're a PC character probably anyway. NPC? I don't know. I'm not PC. You're not politically correct. I mean, I don't know yet. I haven't got to know your views. Maybe you are. But no, she's an NPC that I feel pretty confident of. Nice going, Milo. You breezed right through the beginner tier. It would have been a lot tougher without my hand. Oh, I don't know who was talking there. Rhodey's talking. I'm so happy to see you found your feet already. I just need to be great at this. Thank you, AI girl. Of course, I'd expect nothing less, but don't forget, you still have to go ways to go. There are 6 tiers in total rank battles. The one you'll be dealing with next is the Pokeball tier. Helps him be able to climb through every tier to be the champion. Coaching trainers so you can achieve the lofty goal is my dream. Oh, okay. So that's why he wants to give us his gym. Because he wants to coach us. I skipped ahead a little bit, but basically this Fergie girl walks in. We've got Legs McGee, and we've got Nacho Libre, Cordy, well, Caraway, and Kojima, like the video game creator. It's rare to see the both of you together. Lovely to see you, Cordy. Caraway, I don't know. And you as well, trainer. I don't believe we met. My name is Caraway. I'm the owner of the Battle Arena. Ooh, I'll introduce myself as well, shall I? Kojima's the name. I'm the mayor of this fine city of Front. How did you become the mayor, dude? Okay, Rhodey, what's up? So the Battle Arena's owner is paying us a surprise visit with the mayor of the city. This is so cool, you guys. Oh my gosh, we're becoming famous. The mayor and the owner of the Battle Arena know us, and they think we're cool. Simply here, I've only been the owner of the Battle Arena for half a year. Okay, that's very specific. You didn't know this city. Well, since we're talking about Corey, I'm sure everything in this gym is shipshape. You take your coaching duties just as seriously as you take your battling. Looks like you have the mayor's seal of approval. I like that he talks like that. I'm gonna keep talking like that anytime this dude speaks. I can't remember his name because I called him Nacho Libre, and that's gonna be stuck in my brain. He's Nacho Libre forevermore. You obtained the Omni Ring. Let's go. All right, guys. I don't know if you know this, but the Omni Ring is the way that we are going to be able to Mega Evolve our Pokemon, and then down the line, it's going to be kind of our end-all, be-all. We're going to be able to Terrestrialize, probably. I'm guessing that's the next one. And then later, I'm sure we'll get Z moves, Dynamaxing. All right, so this is the menu now. We're finally in it. Battle, box, train, shop, recruit. I'm sure we could dive into a lot of this stuff, but again, I'm trying to get to the nuggets, the good, juicy stuff quickly. So, yeah, let's see what's in this missions thing. I feel like that's important. Cordy's mission, you can earn and claim rewards. Some missions are updated daily basis. All right, so we can claim this thing, log into the game. Naturally, they're giving us some freebies. We love that. Right off the bat, quick coupons. We talked about that in an earlier video, how the quick coupons are going to do some cool stuff for us. I think that's the way that you recruit faster. Yeah. Let's do some recruiting, by the way. Now that we're talking about recruiting, meet a new lineup of Pokemon. All right, so here's how it goes. Before we get too into training, because I do want to train the Pokemon, I do want to see what it costs us to get a new Pokemon. You can meet a new lineup. So yeah. What's that going to cost us? They gave us 10,000 VP, by the way, off the top. That's pretty rad. So yeah, I mean, they're giving us points to spend. I haven't had to drop a dime yet. Like I said, I wanted to play this entirely free, at least this first video. Eventually, I think Joe's going to do more of a free playthrough. I'm going to start, after this, like investing a bit more just to see what some of the other things get us. But at least for this video, I wanted to show off just what the game looks like completely free. Like, what can you just do in the game? Yeah. So anyway, this is a nice lineup. Honestly, I have some of these Mons. I don't have King Gambit, and I feel like he's going to be a really big meta Pokemon moving forward in Champions. His ability is Defiant. When the Pokemon has any of its stats lowered by an opponent, its attack stat is boosted by 2 stages. That's cool. I don't think that's actually the ability I want him to have. But anyway, yeah, I think we're gonna go with King Gambit. I'm feeling good. That's a little look at his moves there. Honestly, like most of the Pokemon are pretty stacked the way you'd want them. Like they're EVs, not that they're EVs anymore. I guess they're just, you know, points or whatever, but it's the same kind of thing. Permanent recruitment, we're gonna get him. Okay, we're gonna drop down to 7,500 VP. But yeah, a lot of the Pokemon already have like the moves you would want them to have. They already have the abilities, but not all of them. Like I said, I don't think that's the ability I want with King Gambit, but I do want him on my team. Yeah. So there you go. We dropped a little bit of points there. Now, I want to show you guys Pokemon Home too real quick. I'm not going to use any of the Pokemon I'm grabbing from Pokemon Home just in case, you know, if people don't have other games, etc. That would kind of count as not free, but I do want to quickly show you how it works just so if you do have Pokemon Home, you can also freely bring Pokemon in, which is sick. I have the free version of Pokemon Home. That's what I have right here, so I've almost filled up my box. I'm gonna quickly just grab these Mons. I spent some time in there debating who I was gonna bring because I wasn't sure if I could bring all of them yet or not, but turns out you can. So there you go, boom, I went back into Champions, and then if you go back to the recruit page, it's pretty simple. You just go to collect from Pokemon Home, and you're gonna see all the Mons come on over. You guys can see some of my hard work. I've been catching some specific Mons that I wanted to build teams from in ZA and a little bit of Scarlet Violet. Honestly, I don't like going back into Scarlet and Violet, so I tried to make it as much as ZA as possible. I literally just don't like roaming around Scarlet and Violet, so like a lot of the Pokemon I got are from ZA. So I brought some Pokemon over. This is quickly how you boost their, or like do their training. So I went down from 7,500 to 2,980 VP, and I basically was able to train King Gambit, Palafin, all the Pokemon I wanted. I scrolled through there so you guys could see a little bit of like what I changed. I didn't change a lot, honestly. There were just like a few things. Again, you can pause there if you want to see the team I built. You can copy it for all I care. Go for it. I don't care. It's not going to be a team I'm probably going to use like for super long. But I wanted to quickly just build a team so that we could dive into this. But I feel pretty good about it. It's mainly structured around Palafin, Gengar, and King Gambit. So yeah, but you can see that. I really want to dive into a battle before we close out this video, like a real battle, you know, not against an NPC, not a tutorial. I want to see if we can actually do something with this team that we didn't spend any money on. The game just gave it to us. Yeah. Let's see what we can do. Oh, and I did quickly realize that I hadn't even swapped any items yet at all. So I went back in to see like what items were available. And the cool thing is the game already provides you some items. We didn't have to buy, we didn't have to spend any VP on. So that's really cool. But yeah, if we go to the box, we can purchase some more items, or not purchase more items. We can change out the items for our Pokemon. Yeah, so I wanted to get some Mega Stones. I wanted to start with that because that's where the scene is, you guys. And I ended up choosing Gengarite. I don't really know why. I was kind of in a rush, and I was like, well, Gengar's on my team, and I don't know. I just like Gengar. I told you, me and her are going to the top, you guys. She's my Mon. Anyway, so I just chose that for the heck of it. Do it for the memes. I don't think she's the best Mega Evolving Pokemon, but whatever. We're going with it. I chose some Mystic Water for Palafin because that's really gonna boost our watery lass. But yeah, anyway, that's what I did. I swapped out a couple items. I didn't have enough. There you go. There's that money system. I didn't really have enough to get items for everybody after I did training and a recruitment. So I was able to just buy a couple more items. But the good thing is the game already provides you items. So if I'd spent more time, I could have maybe swapped out, you know, some of the items, given other Mons better items. But I gave King Gambit leftovers. I gave Palafin Mystic Water. I think that's gonna make a difference. It's gonna turn the tide a little bit. I'm starting again with Palafin and Gengar. That's kind of my duo. I mentioned this earlier. I said it during the singles, but I meant it for double battles is what I wanted to do. So Gengar he's going to be my Icy, or she's going to be my Icy Wind, kind of speed control. So I don't know how to read your name, but I'm versing you. Yes, I'm going to call you you. I am versing you. Go Palafin and Gengar. Gengirl. Thank you very much. Anyway, fight on. I'm going to immediately go for Flip Turn, because that's what this Pokemon is all about. And honestly, if they're smart, they know that's what I'm doing. I feel like Steelix is going to use Protect, so I'm going to use it against Armarouge. I just feel good about that. I feel strong. And then I'm going to get some speed control going. So you guys will see what this does in a sec. The nice thing is too, Icy Wind hits both, so if someone does protect, I'm hitting the other. Oh, we got both. Look at that. That's very nice. It's not a very effective. Didn't do it for that though. The speed fell. So there you guys go. That's that speed control. We're going fast. I'm all about speed here. Luckily there's no no Trick Room user at the moment. Man, that's gonna get so annoying as people like, I don't know, as the meta evolves. I like that it's simple right now. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just fighting a simple player. There's nothing too crazy going on. I do want to swap out though. I'm thinking I bring in King Gambit. Yeah. Let's do this. Bring in the king. Yeah, King Gambit's so cool. You look at that mon, like, I don't know, it's got samurai vibes. There's nothing cool in that. I got pretty lucky there. It didn't affect me. I'd love to pretend like, oh my gosh. All right, here, I'm talking too much. Dude, I didn't even see that coming. I should have. That was stupid. Anyway, I'm gonna swap Palafin back in. I literally just lost my mega. I'm sorry, gang girl. I said we were going to the top, but I lied. Palafin underwent a heroic transformation. That's rad. Okay, so our attack just went from 138, like I said, I think to around 160. And we are going to... Do I attack? Do I... I'm gonna use Sucker Punch, I think, because I have a feeling... Yeah, I just have a feeling that Armor is gonna attack. So this is gonna be good. If they don't attack, I'm up a creek. I also want to use Wave Crash. The good thing is it's hecka strong, especially now that we're in hero mode. Our girl is a hero. She's gonna prove it, dude. Like just the fact she goes from 0 to hero. That's like the coolest thing ever. I chose her just for that ability. It's the coolest ability ever. Nice. We took out Armarouge. Oh, and we got Steelix. All right, guys, we're coming back. We lost our Mega, which was a really silly thing to do. But you know what? I don't even feel bad. I kind of built the team around Palafin and King Gambit anyway, so this is working out better than I would have thought after I lost Gangrel. Send out Hydreigon. It's all about Hydreigon right now. I swear that first lineup is probably what a lot of people get from the dude from Corgi, who's not Corgi. I forget his name. I'm gonna keep calling him Corgi from now on. He kind of has like puppy dog energy. The old guy who gives us the gym. That's like a Corgi would do something like that. So anyway, what are we gonna do here? What are we gonna do? I'm thinking. I think I'm gonna flip back. You know, this is the strategy. I like to go in, go out. You know, like you don't want me on the battlefield. I'll tell you that. Right, 1 second I'm next to you, the next second I'm back at base. You know, use protect, and that worked out pretty well for me. Flip turn, obviously it doesn't do a lot of damage, but that's not why I used it. Come back. Milo wants you back, girl. Come on back, girl. And then we're gonna send out Hydreigon as well. All right. Yeah, I mean this is a little similar to our first battle. We got dragon and dragon. Here we go. Oh, that was nice. Yeah, that was a good strong hit. Okay, but what are you gonna do? The opposing Victory Bell used Seed Bomb. I protected. Yep, that's what's up. I knew it. Okay, I mean, I don't know what I knew, but okay. So it never misses. We love that. We love a move that never misses. Also, I changed King Gambit's ability. It's whatever the ability is that basically, as I lose Pokemon, King Gambit, I mean, basically just does more damage, which is freaking sick. I'm gonna use Draco Meteor, and I'm hoping this takes out this Hydreigon. Yeah, okay, let's see what's up. I told you guys I like to go for the attack. I like to go all out. Yes, and sometimes you're rewarded. But if you're playing against a really, defensive player, you're usually not rewarded. Okay, nice. I just beat one of Yu's Pokemon. Again, that's what I'm calling her because I can't read that name. Not very effective. Sorry about that, Victory Bell. King Gambit. There we go. We love that. Okay, that did some damage. It definitely did more damage because I've lost a Mon. And the more I lose, the stronger it's gonna get. But I'm doing pretty good. They're down to 1, and I feel like I'm gonna protect myself just in case. Hydreigon, but I think we have this in the bag, you guys. Not too shabby. I don't want to be like that guy at that championship recently who like stood up and slightly threw down his headphones and like got in trouble, and then he had the trophy stripped from him just for doing that. Like, so I'm not gonna count my win just yet. Did you guys hear about that, by the way? That was ridiculous. We might do a whole video on that. Anyway, boom, that is what's up. I don't think there's any way they can win now. Sorry, I beat you. Anyways, guys, that is the first looking like 30 minutes of Pokemon Champions. I know a lot of people have been on the fence, and also this game, like the way they've rolled it out, it's just been kind of confusing as to what it is, what it actually looks like. You know, do you have to spend money on this? What are the systems? Can you like hit the ground running? Can you actually play? Like, I was even confused. I was like, since you can only get one Pokemon recruitment like per time, like, am I only gonna have one Pokemon to start? But luckily, as you guys saw, that Corgi dude, his name's not Corgi, I know that, but Corgi gave us, you know, a bunch of Pokemon we were able to start with, and I was able to recruit another one that gave us enough victory points to do it. I'm claiming him some rewards right now. But if you guys, yeah, please let us know in the comments, like, if this was helpful. Did this move the needle for you? Are you more excited to play the game? Are you already playing it? Do you want to rate how I battled in here and just ratio me into oblivion? Like I said, I'm still kind of figuring this out, but I'm having a lot of fun, and we're going to be making a lot more videos. Please let us know in the comments if there's any specific videos you want to see. Joe and I, we talked about this. He's gonna probably take the freebie approach and play the game, you know, as a free player, see how far he can get. And I'm going to play the game a little bit more as maybe a paid player and see what you get for all the freaking tier systems, all the things. But yeah, anyway, that is going to do it for today. We will see you all on the next video. Bros and Badges, out.